Welcome back to Circle Club Entertainment for yet another diecast review. Today, we're going to be taking a look at a pretty special kind of diecast. The start of, I guess, a new era for Lino Racing? Looks like they have come up with their very own late model mold for the diecast, for the 164. It's going to be the first ever late model we look at on the channel, and of course, what other car did you expect it to be between the Dale Earnhardt Jr. and the Chase Elliott? Me being a Chase Elliott fan, I had to go with this one first. Here is Chase Elliott and his 2023 Freight Auctions Chevrolet SS late model. And it is super cool to see this diecast made, of course. The Dale Earnhardt one was made as well, but I chose to buy this one first because, like I said, the Chase Elliott fan connection. But most importantly, this is going to be the first ever late model diecast we're going to be reviewing. So I'm going to try to get as in-depth as possible with the details of the mold and not just the paint scheme. And what helps is that this is a pretty simple all-black paint scheme, so we really won't be spending that much time on decals in this diecast review. But I am looking forward to see how these actually are. It's going to be another new type of diecast. We brought in the trucks in 2019, and here in 2024, we got ourselves a late model mold for the 164. So Lionel is starting to get some more variety with their stock car diecasts, and this is definitely another great diecast, or another great type of stock car racing series. Of course, the Cars Tour, the late models, you know, the grassroots asphalt stock car racing, of course, a ginormous stock car racing series. So without further ado, let's get this diecast out of the box. And looks like the boxes of these open up pretty easily. And the boxes are just a generic Lino Racing design, just a little lightning bolt on the side. Carbon fiber texture to the box. Yeah. No unique boxes. Just all the same, which I don't mind. Quality of the car comes first. So here it is out of the box, and ooh. Look at that. That looks pretty cool, guys. So here it is out of the box. I like the way these things feel. It does feel a little bit different. It's a little bit on like the light side, but it does have a little bit of heft to it. A slight bit more than maybe the Cup car, but here it is out of the box. Pretty cool. And the thing you'll notice right off the bat with these is that these are going to be just a universal mold, so that you can make this whatever manufacturer you desire if you're a custom maker, which is pretty cool. Of course, this one's a Chevy SS, which is really, really cool. But yeah, guys, first impressions, I like how these things feel out of the box. It feels kind of premium. I do wish they had metal chassis versions of these and, you know, rubber tires and all that, but this is just the standard late model diecast out of the box. But here it is. So let's start reviewing it. So on the front right here, you have a Chevy Impala front grille with Chevy SS headlights and a nice little paint chip over that piece of the grille right there. So we're off to a great start with quality control. So you have the front end of this thing, you have the grille detailing, of course, the little two air vents in the front. Let me try to zoom in a little bit more, because there are plenty of details on this that I want to get close-ups of, such as the front grille. Looks pretty cool, pretty detailed. Honestly, looks a lot like the real car. So far. You have Freight Auctions, HendrickCars.com, no solid Rock Carriers logo, because there was some other logo that they could not get on the diecast, but nonetheless, you have a pretty detailed front windshield, just like the Cup cars do. Got some like nails, rivets, and bolts detailed on the hood right there. Pretty cool to have that. It's just a flat decal, but nonetheless, it's on there. On the sides, you're going to have HendrickCars.com, Chase Elliott's official store, number 9, the little exhaust port, which comes out the bottom. Pretty cool. You have Chase Elliott, Freight Auctions, Sunoco, and what does this say? Tunico? Turnco? Turnco. That's what it looks like it says right there. And of course, let's check out the wheels. So right off the bat, this thing kind of has PTC mold looking Hoosier wheels, but they do roll good. It's just, it kind of has a really, really thick sidewall, which I assume is accurate to the real life late models. So just gonna take some getting used to a new wheel mold, but looks pretty good. The rims in there, pretty solid. They are a different style rim than the other stock cars that Lionel has made in the past, so pretty cool. A generic rear quarter window design, so it's not styled to be after the Camaro, Camry, Mustang, or SS. This kind of has a nice, like, curved rear quarter window, which is pretty cool. Just a generic mold to make whatever car you want, which is good for the customizers. Here's the back of this thing. Store.chaseelliott.com, number 9. Of course, the really detailed spoiler on this. Look at that. That's really cool. I believe in real life this is like a clear piece, but it's just painted on the diecast. Doesn't look bad, though. Then you have Rick Hendricks, Buick, and GMC. On the roof, you have number 9. And for the paint scheme itself, it's just pretty much an all-black Chevy SS. And, of course, like I said before, with the bolting and rivet detail, as you can see, the little door panel, the side skirt panel, the rear quarter panel, the back bumper panel. As you can see, everything is kind of paneled together here. You could see, like, the detailing of the bolts and the lines of how these cars are put together. So that's pretty cool. They didn't just paint it all black and call it a day. They actually added some other details. Of course, the little exhaust port looks pretty solid right there. The deck lid has some, like, boltings on it. You could see how that bumper would attach on and off on the real car. And the nose cone, I believe, is just attached to the mold. There's, like, no, like, lining to that. It's just on the car like this. I don't mind that. Because, like I said, you could make this into anything you want. You can make a Camry, a Mustang. And I really do hope they actually take advantage of this mold and make some more. I mean, you already showed everyone you can do the Camaro with the Dale Earnhardt Jr. car. Let me have some other teams as well. That would be pretty cool. This thing is probably going to flop pretty badly if they only do just, like, particular ones. Like, oh, you know, it's a Cup driver. We'll make his car. The guy that's not in the Cup Series, we won't make his car. I hope it doesn't turn out to be like that, where it's just only Cup Leach drivers and just, like, only Chevys. I want to see some other manufacturers, some more varieties of diecast, some more variety of, like, teams involved with it and all. But yeah, that's pretty much the paint scheme itself, all black with the detailing of the texture. Now let's talk about the number. So it's a pretty simple font. They didn't just copy the Hendrick font for the number 9. They just did their own style number 9, which is pretty cool. It's got a black outline, a white outline, and then another black number fill-in, which is pretty cool. Not a bad looking number 9. It's just the way the 9s are placed on the car. It just makes it look like the number 9 is trying to climb into the race car there. Just kind of funny, but that's just how the template is for this, I assume. Black chassis, and now let's look inside of this thing. I'm not going to buy one of these and unrivet it and take it apart. I'm not going to do all that stuff, but I'm just going to try to zoom in. Not really a dashboard to it, it's just a bunch of bars. Of course, I'm trying to get as much as I can. The steering wheel looks pretty big, pretty detailed. Of course, here's the window net. It actually looks like a window net and not a Pop-Tart like the PTC mold cars do. Looks a lot better than those. Yeah, not a bad looking interior of this car. It looks pretty good. So that's pretty much the car. It's a pretty simple diecast. But as for the mold itself, I really like the shape of it. It looks almost exactly like the real late model. It actually looks exactly almost. The shape of it is really spot on. Really accurate. Super accurate. It really does. They really did pay attention to the shapiness of these cars, guys. I really like that a lot. And I've always loved the look of a late model, modern late model stock car. I honestly think it looks better than the Cup car, and I'd rather this be the Cup car because of how cool it looks and how close it is to the Gen 4, which is what I really like about this a lot. I do want to check for one thing. It's the symmetry. It doesn't look like there's any Twisted Sister stuff as far as I'm concerned. Maybe flip it like that. Maybe there is a slight bit. Oh, there is a sort of altered symmetry. So that's one of the things I was checking for accuracy. So you see how, like, the top here is, if you look at it from the back, it's kind of shifted to one direction. And this is, like, flatter than this part. You can see, like, it's kind of skewed. Don't worry, guys, that is not an error. That is actually how this car is supposed to look, and that is one of the things I check when it comes to late model replicas. Is it accurately proportioned? And it looks to be, because if you look at the back here, you can see this part's a little bit wider here than this. It's a black car. If I got the white junior one, you'd probably notice it more, but you could see that that thing is sort of like shifted. I like that. It actually looks more like the real car. The Gen 4 NASCAR diecast that they were using before never had that. So I'm really excited for this mold. Hopefully we get some more varieties of cars and not just, you know, Chevys and Hendrick guys all the time. Because it is going to flop pretty badly if they go that route. As long as they do like a variety of these cars, I think this will be a pretty successful line. I'm going to give you guys a 360 view of this car. I really like it. This is a cool diecast to add to the Chase Elliott collection. And I'm sure the junior fans are all going to go after the Dale Jr. one. So go ahead, buy that one. There is going to be a 4-pack of Dale Jr. I did not really hear about other teams. Hopefully we get Ryan Preece and, you know, Josh Berry and, you know, guys like that have their own, like, teams and stuff. That'd be pretty cool. We get Brad Keselowski. That'd be another cool one. Just more of these cars. I would really like to see it. It's going to take time. Please, Lionel, do not rush these cars out. Take your time with them. Get them to come out as good as you can get them to come out. And it'll be successful. Here's the under tray. It's not a next-gen car. This is actually the chassis. You could see everything under here. And on the bottom, you could see 2023 used under license. It's the EL factory. And, of course, the Lionel Racing logo on the front lower tray here. Got a bit of a blue piece of paint there, but it's not a big deal. Anyways, guys, that has been it for Chase Elliott's 2023 Freight Auctions late model Chevrolet SS. This is a pretty cool car. Of course, this is a 100% realistic diecast because this car actually did run in actual late model events. The main one that I know of is the North Wilkesboro race, and there's also a couple of other races that Chase Elliott has run this car with. I don't really have 100% all the details of the team this car ran for and such. I'm just reviewing the car as is, but if anyone wants to add anything about that in the comment section, please do. Yeah, kind of getting used to the feel of these cars compared to the Cup diecast. I really gotta say, they did a pretty good job with this. I know Lionel gets a lot of criticism from people like me. You know, the YouTubers that have been collecting these for a while. The mold looks pretty good. Just gotta fix that decal quality, man. Just get it to be a little better, because I know they can do a lot of great things with this mold. And I cannot wait to see what the customizers come up with if Lionel actually cancels a bunch of these cars. And just everything, like the lines and like the body lines, the creases. You can see like that bumper's in 2 pieces right there. You can see like that little line right there. The decals or the texture of the deck lid is perfect. No roof flaps, no cow flaps. Yeah. It does sort of kind of have a hood to it. But other than that, this thing actually captures the features of the real-life car. I don't believe there are any cow flaps and roof flaps or any extra flaps on these, since you're not really going all that fast in races like this. But what do you guys think about this diecast? Comment, like, and subscribe for more videos on Cirkule Club Entertainment. We're definitely going to get some more diecast reviews. We got 2 new ones in, and a bunch of other cars that I haven't even reviewed yet that I need to get reviewed soon here. So please stay subscribed. Thank you all for checking out this diecast review. And one more thing I'd like to test out. Whenever we get new kinds of diecasts, I am going to do a little roll test. How well do these cars roll? So let's try that out. Pretty good. It doesn't look like there's any loose wheels. I think I actually got a pretty good one here. There you go. There we go. Rolls pretty good. Axles are pretty straight, so it's essential for a diecast to be able to roll. And I say these roll pretty good. So there you go. That was the last thing I wanted to talk about with this diecast. Hopefully we get some more of these. Like I said, I'm not sure if I'm going to get the Dale Jr. ones. I just got my favorite driver. But if you guys want to see more, definitely let me know in the comment section. So thank you all for checking out this diecast review. Comment, like, and subscribe, and we will see you guys in the next video here on Cirkule Club Entertainment. And always remember to make sure you know what you're doing when you're putting decals on your diecasts.